So Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has been out for almost a month, and I have to say it's one of my favorite games of 2023. And while this game has great combat and a great story to back it up, one of my favorite parts of this game is how many suits both Peter and Miles have access to. Like in the first game, suit customization has returned, but there are some notable changes. For one, a lot of Peter Spider-Man suits didn't make the cut this time around, and I understand that was to ensure that Peter and Miles had the same amount of suits while also introducing new ones, but that did leave out some notable favorites in my opinion, most personally the Scarlet Spider 2 suit. But still, there's a whole lot of new customizable suits to choose from with their own new sets of color palettes. So with that, I wanted to come here and rank both Peter and Miles' suits from worst to best, taking into account the designs, their color palettes, as well as just their overall look in the game. We're going to be starting off with Peter this time, with the Miles video coming out later in the week. One thing I want to point out though with this suit ranking, since this game has over 30 suits for both Peter and Miles, I'm not going to go too in depth with why they are in the rankings. If I did, we'd be here for over an hour. So with each suit, since there's so many, I'm just going to briefly talk about what I like about it and what I dislike about it, and hopefully that'll be enough for people to understand why I put each suit where I did. Additionally, I won't be ranking the premium edition suits as I don't have the premium edition, but I will be ranking the pre-order suits that came with these games. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. At number 34, we have the Life Story suit. This suit, I'm not gonna lie, is just plain ugly, and I don't like any of its recolors. He honestly looks like he's wearing a hazmat suit, and the masks look like a half Iron Man and Spider-Man hybrid. If I had to pick a favorite recolor though, so I could say something positive about this suit, I guess the white and black suit is okay. I'm sure it came from a cool comic, but overall, trash tier suit. At number 33, we have the MCU stealth suit from Far From Home. This suit is the most generic looking suit in this game. It's a typical MCU schlock suit, and when it was introduced in Far From Home, I understood the story significance, but I didn't really like it at all. There's no recolors for this suit either, so there's really not much else to say. At number 32, we have the MCU black and gold suit from No Way Home. Like the last one, I understood the story significance of this suit, but I never really liked it when it was introduced either. Just another meh MCU suit, but at least I liked the color scheme. At number 31, we have the Into the Spider-Verse Noir suit. This suit gets points for personality and being a very unique Spider-Man suit, but really I've never been a fan of any of the Noir suits. I think what really kind of kills this suit for me also is the hat. I think if it was just the trench coat, I'd put this suit higher, but overall I'm not really a fan. Plus, I also don't like the 24 frame effect that the suit has when you put it on, but that's kind of common for all the Spider-Verse suits. At number 30, we have the MCU homemade suit. Not much to really say about this suit. Again, points for personality, but this suit has always been my least favorite of the homemade suits out of the two we got in the movies. But at least I like the color scheme more. At number 29, we have the new blue suit. This suit is the weirdest Peter suit for me. The lack of webbing makes him look like a giant Spider-Man McDonald's toy. Plus the recolors honestly made me think he joined the Green Lantern Corps. I don't know, I think the lack of webbing with the base Spider-Man design really looks off. Other suits could do it, but this one is not one of them. Black and white recolor does look okay though. At number 28, we have the Arachnite suit. There's two words to describe this suit. Nuggets! I know people really like this suit and I wanted to like it, but I just didn't feel right wearing a cape with Spider-Man. The recolors are okay, with the black being my favorite one, and I don't mind the hood, but this suit just doesn't fit Peter Parker Spider-Man for me. At number 27, we have the Kumo suit. This one really hurts because this suit was so close to being great, but the main thing that really kills it for me is the mask. It looks so off and I can't really figure out the layer of it. With that, I think everything below the mask looked great and its recolors are good too, but I think the default color would be my go-to if I use this suit. Overall, close, but not really. At number 26, we have the Anti-Ox suit. This suit returns from the first game, and while I really liked it in the first game, I think in this game it's one of the weaker ones. I think what also makes this suit kind of weak is the recolors, especially the white. I will say this suit looks great at night, but there's not much reason to use this suit outside from cool night shots. At number 25, we have the hybrid suit from No Way Home. Another MCU suit, and I'm not gonna lie, this one also kind of hurts. I think the black, red, and gold is a good color scheme and concept, but for some reason, to me, this suit seems like it has way too much going on. It feels like it's trying to be a sleeker Iron Spider. I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's my least favorite of the MCU suits. At number 24, we have the MCU Iron Spider. This suit isn't bad per se. I actually really liked this suit when it was first introduced, but I think the oversaturation of this suit in the movies post-Endgame really kind of soured this suit for me. Plus, I really don't like how dark the color scheme looks overall. My cosplay Iron Spider looks more vibrant than this, but overall, it's just an okay suit. At number 23, we have the Advanced 1.0 suit. This is where we get to suits I actually really like, so much so that I had to make some hard choices. The first one of these is the Advanced 1.0 suit. The original Insomniac suit will always be a classic design in my opinion. However, with this game's redesigned suit, you realize that this suit had so many issues, primarily with the color. It looks too washed out, and in my opinion, there's only really one good color, that being the black and white. Even with those issues though, this suit will remain an iconic design even if there are better suits overall. At number 22, we have the Last Hunt suit. This suit genuinely surprised me. I usually don't like the bulky semi-tactical suits, but this one is pretty good. The recolors aren't anything to write home about. The blue and black is my personal favorite. The overall look of the suit mesh well together, and I think what really sells it for me is the fur bits on both the wrist and on the neck near the mask. At number 21, we have Iron Spider. Classic Iron Spider is always a good suit. The main issues I have with it is that the suit is a little too shiny and it looks better at night, especially with the recolors. But the design is solid as hell, and even with the recolors, I still prefer the original. Although what keeps it from the top 20, in my opinion, is the fact that the suit only looks better for me at night since it's so shiny during the day. At number 20, we have the Classic suit. Nothing beats a classic, and Insomniac's classic suit design rounds out our top 20. There's really not much to say about this suit. It's a solid Spider-Man design, but its recolors are pretty weak in my opinion. I think the red is a little bit diluted, and I would have liked some darker webbing personally, but overall this suit is a solid design. At number 19, we have the MCU upgraded blue suit. The first MCU suit in the top 20 is the original MCU red and blue. This suit has always been solid for me since its introduction, and the black accents on the suit are what make it for me, to be honest. The colors are also really vibrant, which is something I really like. Again, not much to really say on it, because it's a spin on the classic suit with some little bit extra things I like. At number 18, we have the Secret Wars Civil War suit. Kinda like the Last Hunt suit, this suit surprised me a lot. I didn't expect to like this tactical suit that much, but unlike the Last Hunt suit, I think the colors are better on this one, as well as the mix between the classic suit and tactical gear. The only real head scratcher for me is the pink recolor, but aside from that, this is probably my favorite tactical suit for Peter. At number 17, we have the Saving Lives suit. This suit is a reward from the Flames side story, and it's inspired from Wraith, so it's already a pretty good design. Even with the recolors, I like the Wraith inspiration as it meshes pretty well with Spider-Man's design. I personally like the red and gold recolor, but every color in this suit is solid, and overall, it makes this suit a solid pick. Which, by the way, if you haven't played the Flame side story missions, I really suggest you go do that. They're really fun and really great and really, really, really important for the story. At number 16, we have Spider-Punk. Ironically, I didn't really like this suit that much in the first game, but in this game, I actually really enjoyed it, especially with its recolors. The second red and black one is my personal favorite, but honestly, I think the recolors are mainly what saved this suit for me. But even without that, I'm willing to say this is a good suit design with a lot of character. At number 15, we have Scarlet Spider. Rounding out the top 15 is the Scarlet Spider. This suit has a lot of personality, and the recolors are actually really good. Without the hoodie, I think this suit would be in the top 10, if not top 5, but the hoodie doesn't fully kill this suit in the water. The mask is also really good, and the colors for this suit are really vibrant, and I really wish I used this suit more during the story. At number 14, we have the Symbiote Surge suit. This is the first symbiote suit to make the list, and I think this one is low just because of how bulky it is. Usually the symbiote suits for Peter are kind of sleek, but with that being said, I still really like this suit. I especially love the spider logo and the mask and its use in the story. But of all the symbiote suits in the game, this one is definitely the weakest for me. At number 13, we have the Raimi black suit. This suit, much like the movies it's from, is so iconic. It's the first black suit we got on the big screen, and even though it's just a black recolor of the original suit, it's been a personal favorite of mine for a very long time. I really like the subtle rechanges to the spider on both the front and the back, and the webbing highlights also make this suit pop even at night. At number 12, we have Insomniac's black suit. Insomniac's black suit design is probably the most unique symbiote suit so far. I really like the different textures of this suit, and the spider logo and the mask look just as good. It definitely looks as alien as it's supposed to, and some of the more armored bit just looks so cool. Overall, a really good symbiote design that plays great homage to the classic while still being its own thing. At number 11, we have the MCU upgraded black suit. This has been my favorite of the MCU suits that we've seen on screen. I'm a sucker for red and black colors, and the white spider on the back is a nice touch as well. The red also pops a little more than the other MCU suit, and the webbing is a little more present on this suit than the other one as well. It's a really solid suit, and I wish we saw more of it in the movies. At number 10, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. Starting our top 10 is the suit from the Amazing Spider-Man 1. Say what you want about the movies, but this suit has always been really underrated in my opinion. While yes, the eyes on the mask are a bit weird in my opinion, not really a fan of the whole sunglass aesthetic, it's still just as iconic of a look as any of them. I like that they tried to make something different while still keeping it as close to the classic as possible, and the colors pop out just right, and I'm glad this suit is in the game. At number 9, we have Spider-Man 2099. 2099 is such a great design, and I'm glad it made a return in this game. Even before its recent popularity, it's always been a favorite of mine, and the color palettes we got for it are good too, with only one of them being kind of weak in my opinion. I think the futuristic line separations look best on this suit specifically, and the mask has always been one of my personal favorite. Plus, it was also just really funny wearing this suit during the Find Grandpa mission, as it just seems like the wrong suit to wear for that kind of mission.
You said my granddaughter was looking for me? Let's go see her.
I should have guessed you'd come here. Sorry we lost track of each other.
That
It
was
was my fault for wandering off.
wholesome as all hell.
Spider-Man took good care of me. Had a nice chat about your grandma.
Oh yeah? She used to love this spot, huh?
Although I will say it feels weird doing that in 2099 skin. At number 8, we have the Raimi Classic suit. The first ever film suit we got has to make my top 10. You can't beat a classic design, and this suit takes that design to the next level for me. One of my favorite movie suits, but not my absolute favorite. At number 7, we have the Superior Spider suit. The Doc Ock Superior Spider-Man suit was a pleasant surprise for me when I finally unlocked it. I will admit the recolors aren't anything too special, with the exception of the white and green one, but even with good recolors, I'd probably still just stick with the original one. The colors of this suit mesh just right, with my only real complaint being the black lenses. Even with the bulky back part of the suit, it doesn't really bother me at all because the rest of the suit is so clean, and in all honesty, I think the back part of the suit fits both the character of Peter that we got in the game with his little Iron Spider arms. At number 6, we have the Anti-Venom suit. I'm really glad Anti-Venom made an appearance in some capacity in this game, and the suit we got for it is so good. The spider logo is reminiscent of both the Advanced suit and the Symbiote suit, and the mask itself is probably my favorite mask in this game. I don't mind the texture of the suit either, especially since it is a Symbiote suit, and there's just enough of each color to make it mesh so perfectly. At number 5, we have the MCU Final Swing No Way Home suit. I didn't expect that we would get this suit in the game, especially since we haven't really seen this suit fully realized in the MCU, but now that we got a better look at it, it's one of the best movie classic design suits we've gotten. The colors are vibrant, it looks the most like a homemade classic suit with the other Holland inspirations, mainly with the mask. The spider logos on both the front and the back are really cool, and I honestly can't wait till we see more of this suit in the MCU. At number 4, we have the Advanced 2.0 suit. The suit for this game looks leagues better than the one from the first game, and I like that suit a lot too. But this one is way more vibrant, has a cleaner design, has way better color palettes than the 1.0 version. The red and black one is my personal favorite, even though there is a yellow palette, but that one needs way more black. But even with that, this suit will remain an iconic design and one I really hope to see more of. At number 3, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. My absolute favorite movie suit starts out our top 3. The colors, the mask, the spider logo, the webbing all look great, and I'm glad we got to unlock it early. It's one of my favorite takes on the classic design, and I'm glad it's getting the praise it deserves. Because let's be real, it's the best movie suit so far, and using it in-game feels just as good, and it somehow manages to suit this game's version of Peter. At number 2, we have the classic black suit. I've said before, nothing beats a classic, and this suit is no exception. While there isn't much difference in terms of recolors, they're all actually really good, especially the one with the red and blue highlights. This suit looks sleek, the mask looks phenomenal, the spider logo is fantastic, and I wish we unlocked this suit way earlier than when we did. And my number 1 suit in this game is the Scarlet 3 suit. My absolute favorite suit in this game is the Scarlet 3 suit. Thankfully, this is one of the earliest suits you can unlock. It's one of the few suits where every palette is great, and one with an actual good yellow color palette. The hood is a great addition, but I also just really like the mask, the spider logo, and the belt. Even if the Kane Scarlet Spider suit isn't in the game, I'm more than happy with this one, and I'm not ashamed to say that this is my favorite Peter suit in Spider-Man 2. And with that, that concludes my ranking of all the Spider-Man 2 suits for Peter. I hope you enjoyed the suit ranking of this video, and keep in mind these are all just my opinion. You are more than welcome to have a differing viewpoint than my own, and more than likely you probably will. My favorite suit is probably going to be your least favorite suit, and my least favorite suit is probably going to be your favorite suit. And I'm sure I had some hot takes in here for a few people, but you know what? That's how opinions go, man. But with that, I hope you guys really enjoyed the suit ranking. Once again, a Miles video will come out here very soon within the week. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Also, be sure to follow my Twitch stream. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And with that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all later.